just 12 or so points. We're going to ignore 13. 13 can go either way. It's 12 to 14. So 2 no trump is going to show a minimum. Partner is 11 or 12. We have 11, 23 points. We're satisfied, and we can stop at 2 no trump. Okay. Opener can also show a stopper in one unbid suit. So if they have some reason to be nervous or scared about no trump, they can show a stopper in one of the unbid suits. But we have to keep in mind 2 caveats. First of all, going back to 2 hearts actually shows 4, so we can't do that if this is the auction and we want to show a heart stopper. So let's put a possible opener's hand. So let's say we open the diamond and we only have 2 spades. Let's say we have 4 hearts, 8, 10, 14. And 3 of a suit. Okay, so I'm missing a part here. All right, so with this hand, if I put a 3rd spade here, it would go 1 diamond, 1 spade, 1 no trump. Let's see, would we have opened 1 no trump? We have 1 14. 1 diamond, 1 spade, 1 heart. Well, we can't do that. That's illegal. Okay, 1 diamond, 1 spade by partner, 1 no trump. Partner now bids 2 clubs, and we want to look at our priorities. The reason we put showing hearts first in priority order is because for technical reasons, which I won't go into today, but I might give a class on this later, a 4-4 fit is actually better in most cases than a 5-3. So if you can find a 4-4 heart fit, you'd rather be there. But anyway, this auction will go 2 hearts. And if you remember what the other hand looked like, they'll probably go to 3 no trump. And here we can say, well, if they didn't like hearts, why did they bother with new minor forcing? Well, it's because they had 5 spades, and we can always go back to spades. This is actually a similar concept to Stamen when you have both majors. So you're just going to go back to spades. Okay, let's say.
But does this also mean that you have a heart trump with it?
It means you have 4 hearts.
Doesn't matter.
Nope, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's take away one of these spades and make it a club. Well, 2 clubs, 2 hearts, 3 no trump. Well, we can rule out hearts as a final trump suit. We can rule out spades as a final trump suit. Partner only has 6, and so 3 no trump is where we belong. Yeah, and yes, we do have a little problem with the clubs, but partner should have it covered by the fact that they did 3 no trump next. Yeah, we have to assume that our partner is also a thinking person. Okay. Let's say we take away one of our hearts also, and we make another diamond. Okay. So here, what's our response to 2 clubs? Well, we can't show an unbid major because we don't have 4 hearts. We don't have 3 card support for a spade. We don't have both of the suits unstopped, or so both the unbid suits stopped. So we're a little nervous about bidding no trump. We can't show a heart stopper because of this rule. 2 hearts shows 4. So, and we can also rebid our own minor.
Even there's 5.
Even with only 5. If we had 6, we would have bid it the second time. We wouldn't have bid no trump. If we had 6 diamonds, this no longer fits the auction. It would have been 1 diamond, 1 spade, 2 diamonds, not 1 no trump. So this shows and this is going to show quite a bit of doubt to our partner about whether we belong in no trump at all. This is going to say, partner, there's some flaw in my hand. Yes, I have a balanced hand, but there's some flaw preventing me from bidding 2 no trump. And partner should be able to work out that it's probably they're worried about either clubs or hearts. They can show their own stopper, and maybe you can fill it in. So this might be a pretty complicated auction. Maybe they'll bid 3 clubs. This was artificial. The second time they bid is natural, or at least shows a stopper. And now you can say, oh, I'm not worried about clubs anymore. My partner has them. But this is that's getting a little complex. But the main point, remember, is always the whole purpose of this is to find 5-3 major fifths. And that's, you're either going to support or not support 90% of the time when new minor forcing comes up. Here, if we swap these hearts and clubs, here we have 14 points. So when 1 diamond, 1 spade, 1 no trump, and our partner bids 2 clubs, we have a reason to want to avoid bidding 3 no trump now, which is we have a weak heart. So we can, but here we can show a stopper, and we have a maximum. We have 14 instead of just 12. So we could bid 3 clubs, and if our partner had hearts, at least a stopper and hearts, they can go to 3 no trump. So we usually find our way to 3 no trump, and then avoid that 3 no trumps when there's a stopper missing somewhere. And then finally, there may be hands that you can't fit into any of these 5 priorities. And our final fallback position is going to be bid no trump anyway. Because you don't always have the luxury of describing everything in detail to your partner.
So no trump's better than 7? So no trump's better than 7? A 7 card fit?
Yeah, no trump is generally better than a 7 card fit unless the partner with the shorter trumps also has a side suit, single terrible. Yeah, but is this often competition? This is all often competition. Say that again. This is all often competition. If the opponents stick their nose anywhere in this auction, you can throw this whole board away. Just like last week with the minor. Yeah, last week we had inverted minors. Yeah. Remember, anytime you adopt a new convention, that only applies in the exact situation that it's been designed for. It only fits into that box. So you can't really try to fit it in any other boxes. If someone else bids, if it goes here, if it goes 1 club, 1 spade, 1 no trump, and the opponent bids in here 2 hearts, new minor forcing is off.
And also it's off if you have only 69 points too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that is the main difference. It's 11 too.
Right. So if you have 6 to 9 or 6 to 10 points, you cannot use new minor forcing.
So you just have one just
yeah, usually just let it sit at one no trump. Sometimes, and this is a judgment call at low level. Sometimes a 5-2 fit is better than playing one no trump. So you can rebid your 5-card major at the 2 level, expecting a partner to pass there. But what do we lose? Anytime we adopt a new convention, we lose something. We lose a natural bid here. If we weren't playing new minor forcing, this 2-diamond bid would show a weak hand, 6 to 9 points, 6 to 10 points with spades and diamonds. So we've traded one problem for another, but we'd rather be able to solve the good hands correctly than to solve the part score hands and leave the good hands um, you know, playing in bad contracts. So here is a hand where you might wish you had not been playing new minor forcing. And your partner opens 1 diamond, and you can't bid 2 clubs because you're not strong enough, so you bid your 4-card major, 1 spade. Your partner bids 1 no trump, and now you would wish you could bid 2 clubs natural as a sign off. So it goes 1 diamond, 1 spade, 1 no trump. Well, 2 out of 3 books that I just reviewed before this giving this class have this fairly might be novel to you, but the suggested way to handle this is to jump in clubs because you have 6.
Right.
So this is we're going to put that like that is not at all obvious that is the way to handle that. The 3 clubs should be a sign off. Your partner should actually alert it and say that is to play and is not invitational, not forcing or anything. But it does solve the problem. What are you giving up by doing this? Well, think of if you had a good hand, like if you had ace, ace, like this, you can make your 2/1 bid. You can bid 2 clubs naturally, and then back into the spades. Ooh. So here you bid 2 clubs, whether you're playing 2/1 or standard. You bid 2 clubs first. A lot of authors will say you should still bid the 4-card spade suit, but you have so many more. Your clubs are so much longer than your spades, 6 to 4, that it's usually good practice to bid your longer suit first. So you bid 2 clubs, and then you try to back in with your spades and find a 4-4 spade bid. So you don't need this bid to show a hand like this because you could have started with 2 clubs. Mm-hmm. And let's make it a little weaker where it's really only invitational. In standard American, if you're not playing 2/1, you can start with the 2-club bid here. In 2/1 game forcing, this is not good enough for 2 clubs, so you have to start with 1 spade. But then in this one, this is going to be an example. In this one, you can't bid 2 clubs first. You have to bid 1 spade. So it's going to go 1 diamond, 1 spade, 1 no trump. You can't bid 3 clubs because we just agreed that that's weak, or we're forced into saying it was weak, whether you agree or not. But you can bid 2 clubs, and then whatever part your partner bids, you can bid 3 clubs next, and that would show invitational values because it does show invitational values. So this is one of the few hands situations where you would bid new minor forcing without 5 of your major, but whatever your partner bids, you'll have some better idea of their strength. Maybe they jump to, maybe they bid only 2 no trump.
Or what if they have 2 spades? Let's say they did 2 spades because they think the question is, partner, I have 5 spades, you have 3, and now they tell you they do have 3. Mm-hmm. So then you bid the clubs anyway. That which is like, I really don't have 5 spades. I actually have 4.
Yeah, this is basically saying, partner, my 2-club bid, I didn't really have 5 spades. That was a privilege to bidding my clubs twice. So I'm showing 6 clubs and 4 spades. spades, and invitational hand. And now partner, knowing that you're invitational, you have probably 6-4 distribution. If they had, a stopper and diamonds and hearts, they could try 3 no trump. Or if they had, 3-card club support, maybe they could find their way to 5 clubs or something like that. But this is a rare situation, but it turns out that we're not losing very much, except for in terms of remembering things by adopting this convention. But you don't have to worry about memorizing all of this. This is the guts of what the purpose of this convention is to find 5-3 major fits, and everything else is just set dressing. Yeah, Luann?
So, when you put up there let's see, one diamond, one no, one diamond, one spade, one no, and then the 2 hard bids from opponents. And let's say the responder has 5 spades. Is the better bid at that point to double or to bid 2 spades?
Well, here, well, they backed into the auction. I don't know why they would not bid hearts the first time, but let's not worry about that. 2 spades, I would reserve that to showing a 6-card suit.
Yeah.
So if I were minimum, I would pass and count on partner to, if they have 3-card support, to come back in with spades. So anytime you have 3-card support for your partner's major, you should strain, if possible, to delay support for them. So this shows 3 spades. And this isn't even new minor portion. I didn't brought this in. But this says, partner, I've got 3 spades. Do that information what you will. Maybe we want to compete with them, or maybe you want to. Here, I would use the double to say I think we can beat 2 hearts. I had 5 spades and 5 hearts, and I did my spades first because that's what I'm supposed to do. But the opponent just stepped into my pile of hearts.
That I get, but what if opener has 3 spades but doesn't really know if you have 5?
Well, they should still bid 2 spades.
Okay.
With just 3?
Yeah, with just 3. Yeah, a 4-3 fit is okay at the 1 or 2 level. You're not worried about being too high with the 4-3 fit if you're at a part score.
And in this case, Luann, you're only taking you're not forcing your partner up to the 3 level by balancing. Like, it's kind of a balancing situation where you're not willing to let them play 2 hearts. You're only at the 2 level, so you didn't have to go up a level to beat them. Obviously, 3 diamonds or 3 clubs or something, so you're still only at the 2 level with the 7-card fit. So you're probably still in a reasonable, good shape.
Actually, let's see. Let me think about that double. I would take that back. I would say the double. I would just use that to show extra values. Like, 1 spade only promised. This promised a wide range, like 6 to 40 high card points. So I would say double shows would show at least 11, probably with something in hearts. But that says, I'm not willing to let the opponent steal the hand from us. It belongs to us. So partner should pass if they had good hearts, so they could bid 2 spades. If they had 3, or they could maybe Q-bid or whatever.
They could bid 2 no trump if they could stop.
They could bid 2 no trump if they could stop hearts. Another option, anytime the opponent's bid your auction, there's always the option of Q-bidding.
Yeah, I was just thinking of maybe that is
And this, if my partner tried this, I would say my partner really says it's our hand. And since they're already at the 3 level when they do that, they're practically game forcing. I gotta put them at 12 or more points. But they don't know where they want to be. They don't know if it's supposed to be spades or no trump. or maybe even diamonds. So they still have a question and I need to help answer that question. So I need to show them my 3 spades if I have it. And if I don't, I need to show them a heart stopper by bidding no trump if I have it. If I can't do either of those, maybe I'll have to bid 4 diamonds. And, say I have extra diamonds, maybe that's where we're going.
Okay.
But this is obviously also forcing. So. Okay. All right, so we got a good turnout today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. You're not saying one? No, you should. You really should.
You should. I don't know if I know enough. Yeah, of course you do. My goodness.
14. Yeah, if you stay, I'll play.
Okay. I know.
Why? Because my 13.